Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video here. Yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about. Some stuff I don't really want to talk about, but I do kind of have to talk about because it's kind of what everyone's talking about right now. That's a lot, regarding the Daryl spinoff and just some of the drama there. But we also have some updates regarding the Daryl spinoff that I do want to get into. So before going any further, obviously, if you are new here, make sure to be a subscriber if you want more Walking Dead content like this. And yeah, this is definitely something that is very disappointing, like super disappointing. I can't believe people are that upset about it, that crazy to do things like that. But anyways, we'll get into that right away. I also want to remind you guys that Fear the Walking Dead Season 7 Episode 12 is going to be airing tonight, or I guess technically tomorrow. I'm going to be doing my review for Fear the Walking Dead tomorrow. There's really no rush in doing them at night because it's not like it's must-see TV, basically, right? Like, if I'm getting a hint that Madison might appear in a certain episode, then maybe I'll do that one at nighttime. But I think for at least for tonight, I don't have to do that, and I'll just do my review and trailer breakdown tomorrow. And depending on what happens in episode 12 and, what the trailer for 13 looks like, I might combine them both or do separate videos. It depends. Obviously, a lot of people haven't really been feeling Fear the Walking Dead, and I totally get it. For me, I liked the last episode. It was all right, in terms of an actual story and just the episode structure and the writing behind the episode, but as an overall plot for the season, yeah, I totally get why people are bored. So as we move along here from episode to episode, I'm mostly excited for Madison's return. I want to see everybody's reactions to that and just what happens there. Like, obviously, we're getting very close to that, right? Like, if it doesn't happen tonight, it's going to happen next week or the week after or something like that. So it's happening soon. I'm definitely really excited to see how Madison returns and whatnot. But yeah, anyways, we'll talk about that obviously either in my review or sometime in the next week or two. But let's focus on some of the stuff that's been happening. So obviously the big update of the week really is that Melissa McBride is not going to be a part of the Carol spinoff, right? Or the Carol spinoff, the Daryl spinoff. And that obviously, I think it is 50-50 in terms of, just fan reaction to it. Actually, honestly, I think for the most part, basically just from what I've seen online anyways, is that it's like, 50% of people are just like, oh, okay, that's too bad or whatever. And then there's like another 30% who are like really happy, but there's like this 20% that are just like really upset about it. And then there's like 5% who are like really upset, who are taking it too far. And I think that's the part about it that is very, very frustrating, is just the fact that, a lot of fans really went out of their way to attack Norman Reedus online and saying that it was his fault that Melissa McBride left and this and that. And I just think that's crazy. Like, I think it's just so insane, right? Like, this is a creative decision. This is a show that's it's not real. Like, these characters aren't real, and you're attacking real life people. Like, man, I just think of it like Norman Reedus wants to continue the story. They're really excited about, going to Europe and what they're going to do here. And it's just like they're being attacked basically for making something really exciting and for a creative decision. And it's something that, again, AMC, and that's the thing that's so crazy about it, is like AMC, they're AMC_TV anyways on Twitter, actually had to go out and put out a statement because of Norman Reedus getting attacked so much online. Jeffrey Dean Morgan even came out and just said, like, come on, like, this shit's toxic, enough. Like, and that's the thing too. Yeah, there is I think with every fan base, there is definitely a toxic side to it, but I haven't seen it like this, and I guess I will say as well, I mean, I haven't ever really followed the drama and stuff of that online ever. This is really the first time ever, so maybe that's why, but it is pretty crazy that AMC had to put out a statement here. And this is their statement on Twitter here. It says, a statement from AMC and The Walking Dead. We would like to acknowledge the response to this week's news related to the previously announced Daryl and Carol Walking Dead spinoff. Norman Reedus is being unfairly targeted and attacked in social media for a decision he had no part in. Melissa McBride decided she could not participate in the series because relocating to Europe became logistically untenable for her. It is inappropriate to direct negativity and anger at another cast member for a disappointing outcome he had nothing to do with. Carol is a beloved and vital character, and we are working to find a way for fans to follow her story, as only Melissa could give life to, in the expanding universe around The Walking Dead. The fans have always been the driving force behind the Walking Dead family and always will be. I think that's a perfect thing. Whoever crafted this, I mean, just really great response here. Again, Norman Reedus had nothing to do with this. It seems like this was a creative decision. I even mentioned it in the first videos I did. I was like, I don't know who who decided to do this. And like, regardless of that, like, who even cares who came up with the decision, right? They're going to Europe. They're bringing the Walking Dead story to Europe. This is very exciting. This is something that you want to do. And that's the thing. Like, when I think about all of this, I'm like, man, it does really suck. It does suck. And I know people like to focus on all the behind the scenes stuff that I don't even know is true. People, honestly, it's just so much. Oh man, this isn't going to be the end of Carol's story. It really isn't. We're going to see Carol again. Like, we're going to see Carol at some point. I don't know when, but they're obviously trying to find something to do with that character, right? And, you know, if Melissa McBride can't move to Europe, which again, that's totally fine. And we don't know the reason why, right? Like, that's the thing. We don't know the reason why Melissa McBride doesn't want to go to Europe to film this. So let's just respect her wishes and just, you know, she wants to do work. If she's going to work at all, she's going to do work here in the United States. And I think maybe, you know, in season 2 or in season 3, they have Carol a part of Isle of the Dead. I think that could be really cool, but they're obviously going to bring her story here. And I just think, in general, you know, despite all of this, you shouldn't go to people's social media and attack them like this. And of all people, Norman Reedus, he's devoted his life for the last 12 years, maybe 13 years. Because I know some people include 2009 as a part of that because of like casting and all that kind of stuff. You know, a really big portion of his life to The Walking Dead, and he wants to continue it. That is something that's amazing. So many people just are done after 6 years, after 7 years. Norman Reedus loves this character. He loves his franchise. He loves the fan base. I think this is so insane to attack him over this. Like, I don't know. I just think it's so sad. Like, as soon as I saw this stuff, like I saw it yesterday, I think, or maybe it was the day before. I think it was yesterday, actually. And I just felt sick to my stomach. I was like, I can't believe people are doing this to Norman Reedus. He's done nothing but good for all of us, you know, for all of us who love this franchise. And that's the crazy thing, too, is like, even if he wanted to move the story to Europe, and I'm just, obviously this isn't the case, I'm just saying hypothetically, like, even if he was the one who was like, yeah, I really want to go to Europe, I think it would be so cool to bring the story over there. I think that's really awesome, honestly. And if they went through that and it was a really exciting creative decision, it was something that they could actually, you know, do something really, just something new to the Walking Dead universe, you know, bring something new with bringing the story over there. Do it. Definitely do it. And I just think that, again, that's not even the case anyways. Like, he had no idea, you know, this was overall a creative decision by people who are, you know, trying to make the best story possible. And they went to Norman Reedus and Melissa McBride and they were like, okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to film here. You know, we don't know the overall story and what's going on. So obviously there's a lot of context that we're missing. Like, I don't know if they're going there because Rick's there or whatever, but, you know, basically they're like, yeah, we're going to go do this because this is where the story we think could be the best. And then Norman Reedus just said, yeah, I can do that. And Melissa McBride said, no, I can't do that. And I think, you know, they obviously tried, it seemed like they fought really hard to see if Melissa McBride could do it, but I guess, I mean, obviously we don't know the reason. And I just think when it comes to something like this, I just feel like the appropriate reaction should just be, oh, that's sad. Oh, that sucks. Carol's not going to be a part of it. And then that's it. Like, don't go and attack Norman Reedus. Don't, you know what I mean? I get it if Carol's your favorite character. I totally understand it, but like, I don't know. It makes no sense to me. People take it way too far, and yeah, it's just overall, this is just very sad that any of this had to happen. And so that's why I kind of wanted to address that, because I just saw that and it was just something that, yeah, it just made me think about the whole situation. And I just think that people are getting too crazy about this. They're just getting too crazy about it. Just let it go. Move on. You know, I'm really excited for the Daryl spinoff. I really can't wait to see, I guess, really anything from it. I can't wait to get the title. And that's really what I'm going to focus on. So this is kind of my last video on this whole subject. Going forward, I just want to focus on, you know, the updates to the Daryl spinoff, and just I want to see what is happening in terms of filming and stuff and teasers, and same with Isle of the Dead, because we actually do have an update regarding the Daryl spinoff now, which is actually really interesting. So apparently Angela Kang is not going to be a showrunner anymore, but she is going to remain as a executive producer. I guess is what they mean by EP. I saw an article here from Deadline, so I'm just really trusting them on this, which obviously they're very, very credible, right? But the headline here says Norman Reedus Walking Dead spinoff adds David Zabel or Zabel as new showrunner, Angela Kang to remain as EP. So, you know, I don't know anything about this David guy. You know, we'll have to wait and see what he actually brings to the story here. But this is definitely something that I think is going to be very exciting because it's bringing a new voice to the franchise, right? There's a lot of people who aren't fans of Angela Kang. I mean, I think most people are. Honestly, I think there's like 5 to 10% of people who aren't fans of Angela Kang, but that's fine. That goes with everything you do in general, right? There's people who are fans of The Walking Dead, people who aren't fans of The Walking Dead, but there's a lot of people who liked Gimple. There's a lot of people who like previous showrunners more than Angela Kang. And so, you know, bringing a new voice here just adds a lot more to that, to the creativity of the story. And I really am excited to see, you know, like what he's actually going to bring to this. And yeah, he's never worked on anything Walking Dead related that I can see. So this is definitely something that it's interesting. It's definitely really interesting here. It does say here that, like, and I'll quote here from Deadline, Kang stepped aside to concentrate on other projects she has in development with AMC, we're told. As The Walking Dead winds down its 11th and final season, Kang will serve as EP of the spinoff along with Scott M. Gimple, among others. WME rep Zabel, whatever his last name's deal, was sealed in recent weeks, but before McBride's exit was assured. So yeah, they were pretty sure that they were going to be going and doing this story here, and yeah, they got him to be a part of it here, and I'm definitely really excited to see where they're going to be going here. This right here I do find interesting though. It says that while scripts for the spinoff were pretty far down the line before McBride's departure, a strategic pivot is taking place now to meet the start of shooting overseas in the next 2 or 3 months. So yeah, obviously the script for the Daryl and Carol spinoff was probably really well done. Now they're going to have to change a lot of stuff here because Carol's not going to be a part of it. But I mean, obviously they do have a lot of stuff worked out here. I can't wait to learn more about the spinoff. I want to know if it's 6 episodes or if they're going to be doing 10. I really hope it's 10. Like 6, I guess, is fine, but 10 also I think works fine. You know, 16 I think is a lot. I think when The Walking Dead used to do 16, however many years ago, it was fine. Nowadays, it does kind of seem like a lot, but I do think if they did 10 episodes, I think that's perfect. But then again, it depends on what they want to do with the story and stuff. So if they want to do a first season, you know, do it 6 episodes, I think that's totally fine. But yeah, this is exciting. So we have a new showrunner. The show's going to be set in Europe. They're going to be filming the next couple of months. And yeah, both shows are good to go. You know, I'm definitely really excited for that. So this summer, while we're talking about the Comic-Con trailer, they will be filming, obviously, for the Daryl spinoff and Isle of the Dead. And then whenever we, you know, like when do we see our first teaser for that? Really depends, I guess, on what show comes out first. I guess I'll end the video here and I'll leave that question for you guys. Like, which spinoff do you think is airing first? The Daryl spinoff or Isle of the Dead? Hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.